Hey, whoops. Sorry about that, you guys. I was upstairs saying goodnight to the kid, so hope you guys don't mind. Hey, welcome to the Child of Mecha live stream. I am your host, Tim, the one and only Child of Mecha. We are rocking airdrop tonight. So, for those of you guessing at home, if you guessed airdrop, then you got it right. Hey. Anyway, well, yeah. So, let's see. Let's get some business done out of the way first, and then we're going to get to building, shall we? So, it's been a day. Yes. No winners, Bill says. Wah, wah, wah. C'est la vie. Alright, so, with that being said, if you are interested in any of the tools and materials that we are working with here tonight, there's an Amazon link in the description, that side if you're watching on Facebook, there's a lot of cool stuff in there. I have updated it, so everything that is in the list is in stock, so there you go. Went through all 4 categories, updated everything, deleted the stuff that, is no longer available, added a few things here and there, all good. So, if you peruse the Amazon link, I do get a bit of a commission based off the stuff that you buy, but it does not increase the cost for you. Let's see, what else? The Child of Mecha Patreon is open. If you caught the last stream, we picked out 4 winners for stickers. I still have to get in touch with those 4 people, but I know Oddmeister and Sam L, they were on here last time. So those 2 guys were winners, including as well as our boys Adam Ryan from USA Gundam Store, and also Joel, Mr. True Gumpla himself. Both of those guys won some stickers. So, yeah. So there you go. And then Miss Rhea Horton won the big one for reaching 25. The Amazon link no longer works. Wait, what? Pray tell what? Pshaw. Let me see. Oh, what the hell? What's up with that, yo? That ain't cool. Okay, weird. So it's still that same link, unless YouTube or Facebook screwed it up somehow. Let me see. Hang on. Shit. I hate this stuff, you guys. I really do. Just, I want to set it and forget it. That's it. Yeah, what's up with that? Oh, it added on some weird extra things at the end. Okay, so if the link, the written link is right? So it's amazon.com/shop/Child of Mecha. That's the correct link. Type link, right? So if you go to that, if you type that in your browser, you're going to get to it, right? It's still there. It's live, it's active, it's all good. Or alternatively, you can hit up childofmecha.com, and there's a banner up at the top that says, click here to see my tools and materials list. You can get it through there as well. So, yeah. So, I'll have to research that. I was dicking around. I'll be honest with you. I was dicking around with Restream earlier, and I think that's what happened. I think so. I was dicking around, trying to improve things, trying to make things better, and I just end up screwing it up. Story of my life, right? Anyway, so yeah, so I guess we'll just have to wing it. Screw it. Right? Hey. Anywho. So yeah. So hit the Amazon link. You got to type it in manually or whatever, but it's there. It's updated. It's all good. All good. What else? Patreon. Chada Mecha Patreon is now open. And George says Patreon photos rock. I agree. I'm starting to post, exclusive photos in the Patreon of the GM Quel and some other stuff we're going to be doing in there. Excuse me. Yeah, Julia says he was able to access it through one of the older videos. Like I said, guys, I was dicking around in Restream today and updating everything and all that, and I think I just fudged it up. So the links in this particular stream are probably foobar. Just saying. Just saying. Let me here, hold on. Yeah, that's weird. Okay. So yeah, none of the links seem to be working. Yeah, no, the links in this particular stream are completely jacked. Because literally every single one of them is non-functioning. Yeah. It is. Yeah. Incroyable. Anyway, what are you gonna do, right? Hey, we move along. But yeah, so anyways, Patreon is open. Like I said, a lot of cool perks in that. So hit that up if you have not joined already. And like I said, I'm gonna try to have the first what is it? Hangout. Group hangout session at some point this weekend. So if you are in the Patreon group, and if you are in that particular tier that has access to that, I think that's the Let's Hang Out tier, then keep an eye out for the links and the information and all that good stuff. Okay? So, Patreon, go join up. Go join up. Also, the store is open. So if you want one of these awesome airdrop 67th Tactical Mobile Suit Squadron, yeah, with the Jesta unit on the side there, man, go hit up www.chadamecha. There's a store link up at the top. I heard somebody told me they said they make great gifts for St. Patrick's Day and for Easter coming up too, or just in general. Just if you're a weeb, that too. Anyway, so we got all that going on, and then as always, if you are interested in kits, tools, paints, etc., accessories, Mecha Decals, sheets 1, 2, and 3, they are all in stock right now and ready to ship to you from our good friends right down yonder here, USA Gundam Store. Adam and the fine folks down there will definitely have what you require. So there you go. All right. So with that being said, other than the technical difficulties, I'm feeling pretty good. I don't know about y'all. Oh, I forgot my soda. This is going to be a hard stream, you guys. Shit. My mood just turned terribly sour. Damn it. We'll make do. If worse comes to worse, I can just go out and get one. My fridge is literally like 20 feet away. Not a big deal. Anyway, but other than that, I'm feeling pretty good. Hope you guys are feeling good as well. Macross March. Maybe for other people. Not for this guy. I know George is like all up on the Macross thing, and he's doing a good job too. He's doing a good job. Lucas, Mr. Persistent Turtle, he says, is the third camera view accessible through Patreon? Only in the $200 tier there, Lucas. Sorry, buddy. like the Joker said, if you're good at something, never do it for free. Anyway. Yeah, SAML, and he said even the housewarming one. Yeah, all of the links in the description are just foobarred on this particular stream. Yeah, they're just ass out, unfortunately. Robotech March, you mean? Wow. Superset over there on Twitch. Those are fighting words, I'm gonna tell you that right now. Whew. Hey. Jeez. I know some people that would literally fight you on that. Anyway. All right, so kids, let's go. Oh, you know what? Speaking of Mecha Decals, I just wanted to say that was anticlimactic. It's here now. You thought it was just mechanism. No, it's here now. Yeah. What? I love that. Anyway, it's just fun. It really is. It's just fun. Did I turn that light on? It's very dark back there. I did not. Ugh. Woo, there we go. That's better. That looks a lot better. I like that. Payment plans? No, Lucas, it's two hundo a month, son. Come on. 2 hundo a month. It's not a real thing. I'm just saying. Ranger Chris says Tim has gone mad with power. Really? Nah. Brandon says got the replacement hat today. It's perfect. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Yes. That's what we do. Lucas says, gotta sell some turtles. You damn right, son. Let's go. You'll be the first one to take advantage of that. Anyway. Let's see here. Man. I still don't have the user count in this. That sucks. Well. I just like to see how many people are on. So, with that being said, let's go camera 2. Boop. There we go. And let's get you zoomed in. Now, if you are part of the Child of Mecha Patreon, I posted some images. I don't know if it was either yesterday or today, but here's the bloop, come on. Here's the knee so far, right? Looking pretty good. That middle strap is all boxed out. Looking fairly nice there. I dig it. Yeah. Looking good. Oh, yeah, let's get. That's weird. So it's middle there. Oh well. So yeah. So that's what we are going to be working on tonight. So basically what we've done here. So we got this way. Okay. This way. Here we go. All right. So we've got that middle strap here, that 4 millimeter wide by 0.5 millimeter thick, and then we went around it with 1x1 plastic strip, and then filled this in up here. That was 3.2, and then we contoured that to the edge of the piece, as you can see. And then down here is just a 2 millimeter strip to cap off the ends, and then I've already filled the joints with super glue at any of the gaps and stuff like that, sanded those down so they're all really nice and smooth. They pass the fingernail test very nicely. And so yeah, so there is our starting point for this evening. Okay, so what are we gonna do next? let me see here. I want to get some other, some Kodo bits involved here because they always give a nice look, right? Let's see. Superset5 over there on Twitch, he says, I entered into Zaco Aurelius' build-off today doing a Master Grade Rizel Weathered. Ugh. You're dead to me, Superset. I'm sorry. You can no longer be a fan of mine. You entered into the wrong category. Team clean, son! Team clean! Let's go! Joking. I don't care. Bill says, sorry, can't locate a base Master Grade Exia for a reasonable price in stock here in the U.S. Try posting in the Mecha Army page on Facebook to see if anyone has it in backlog. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's the child of doo-doo! What's up, Julio? Mr. Clippin' Nubs. He's over there on the YouTubes. Superset. He says, Team Weathered, LOL, also Team Godzilla. Wow. GV Earl's over there on Twitch. He says, hey, yo! Everyone here has a more legit name than me. Yeah. Names don't matter. Anyway. Lucas says, and we are all here to get a whiff. Wow. In response to Julio. It's the child of doo-doo. Doo-doo! Anyway. If you guys missed Mechanism on Friday, you missed a good one. Yeah. It was fun. It was fun. The waters of Lake Minnetonka were flowing. They were pretty good. Pretty good. That's not bad. That one right there. That little X plate right there. Kind of right on that little, right on this little bit here. I kind of dig that. But on this one plate, P127, I only have one on here. So I need to find another P127 with that other one on here, with that other X plate on there. Now my main problem is I don't know if I have another X or P127. Shoot. So that of course causes a potential issue. Yeah. Big Goof Ben, he says, Friday's Mechanism was a glorious shit show. I couldn't build because I kept laughing too hard. Yeah, well, that's what happens when people pay you to take shots. Like, it got bad. It really did. It got bad. Alright, so I am not very... Ooh, what's this? What? Ooh, Mike. Damn it. Shit. Oh, well. I have other P127s, but obviously, as you can see, it's not on there. Oh, wait. I see why we're having issues. Okay. The camera... My monitor's reversed. That's why. Son of a bitch. Okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. Vincent Lewis is over there on YouTube. He says, hey, what's good, guys? Hey, what's going on, Vince? Julio says, man, we had fun. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. The after party was even better. Because if I remember correctly, I think we had a rare sighting of a wild Ruslam in the after party. So, I don't know, man. It was all very hazy to me. was all very hazy. But it was a lot of fun. There's no doubt about that. It was a lot of fun. Lots and lots of fun. Let's see. Seth Builds is over there on Twitch. He says, "It's Mecha Daddy. What's good?" What's going on, Seth? And there's Pabs. He says, "Lot of mooing. Mooning." I don't know, maybe 2 instances. I don't remember that. Bill says, "Yep, LOL." It was good to see Bill, man. We might have to have him on, like on a live mechanism, just so we can hang out with him and talk shit and just have some fun. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go over to this board. I'm gonna keep talking. You guys stay right there. Don't move. I'm gonna search for another P127. Don't go anywhere. Stay there. Just stay there. All right. So we're taking a field trip here, you guys. I need a P127. Ooh. I think I got one. Oh, I got 2. What? Ooh, here's a good one too. P124. Yeah. All right, cool. We got this. Sweet. Boom. We got this. All right. So, excuse me. Seth Build says, running hella late today, cooking and doing a lurk. All good, man. I cooked earlier. Pab says, too many, fam. Yeah, well. Like I told John Lynn, it was instant regret, but I didn't give a shit at the time. So, Bill was a great guest on Critiqual. I'm surprised that was his first on Mechanism. Well, he was, and I don't know how he got on either. Somebody sent him the link, which I don't care, because it was awesome. Yeah, I think we should have Bill on Mechanism. I think it would be fun. Yeah, and Bill says the Critical was my first stream ever. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, why not, right? Hell yeah. Let's see. Greg Blair says, "Hey Tim, got my Titans shirt in. Nice. Wash it. Always wash the shirts first. So just FYI, people. Hope you like it, Greg. I hope you like it. Let's see. RF Aurora, Mr. Andrews says, I hate Lionsgate Blu-rays trying to copy a movie over from disc to my Plex server, and there's about 100 fake titles. Oof. It happens, man. It happens. Pab says we'll have you back at some point, Bill. Bill with a thumbs up. Nice. Okie dokie, Smokies. All right, so we got some more coatable Kia plates over here. So we're gonna keep this one out, and we've got 2 new ones here. Two new contenders. P124. For those of you playing at home, these are just the diagonal plates and stuff like that. These are really nice. I like these a lot. And then the vents and cross plates here, which is P127, for those of you keeping track. And these come in all sorts of different sizes and configurations. They're square, rectangular, all that good stuff. These are a lot of fun to accessorize your model with. I highly suggest you pick a bunch of them up. So let's see. Let's pop this guy open. Toss the wrapper because we're not going to need that anymore. And let's take a look at this. Yeah. So here's what these 2 little guys right here. Those are what we really ideally want, right? Those are what we want, and I think those will fit really nicely right there in that little space, right in this focus. There we go. Right in this kind of open area of the strap there, right? I think that would look quite interesting. Yeah, I think that would be quite interesting. So we might try that out. Yeah. George says, Andrew, do you use any DVD by Red Fox? Handles that issue. Yeah, but you gotta pay for any DVD last time I checked. If I want to rip DVDs or even Blu-rays for that matter, I still use oh shit, what is it? It was right there. It was right there. It's the I know you guys know what I'm talking about. It's the compression software. I can't remember it for the life of me. It's got that stupid little palm tree icon. Fuck. This is gonna dig on me. I know somebody out there. Handbrake! Thank you, Ben. Yes, Handbrake. Shit. I remembered that, like, the name had nothing to do with the stupid, stupid icon, right? Yeah. Anyway, thank you for the assist, Ben. Andrew says, and then I use Handbrake to compress it. Handbrake should be able to rip right from the disc. Now, mind you, this is not a Blu-ray piracy stream or copying stream or anything like that. I'm just saying. That's all. I'm just saying. Anyway, this is a scale modeling stream, so let's get to that. Manny's in the house. He says, "Ayo, what's going on, Manny? What's good?" All right, so we're gonna clip two of these out here. Actually, hang on one second. Let me open this P124 with the diagonal plates, and let me just kind of take a looky look here and see if there's anything that kind of catches my eye. Yeah, that one's too big. Yeah, I don't like these. Not on here. I love this plate, but not for this instance. I like just the simple cross plate there, and it's about the same width as this whole structure here. So yeah, I think boom, I think that's good. Yeah, I think that's good. Calvin Branham says, just checked in, full review needed, maybe. Full review? What? I don't know. Bill says it is perfectly legal to create a digital backup for your disc that you own. I know, Bill. I know that. Trust me. Been there, done that. For years. Right? Yeah. Building a Plex server. Yeah. I've had Plex for good number of years myself. Plex is awesome. Alright. So we're just going to cut one out here. And let's trim little nubbies off here. Now, the one good thing about using Kotobukiya parts is that they're molding on the parts, these little accessory parts, option parts, is just as good as their molding, say, on frame arms and kits like that, the modern kits. Very sharp, very crisp, very precise. And that's why I really, really, really like using Koto parts, because of that particular feature that, you know, Koto's known for. Alright, so there's kind of what I'm thinking. Something like that. It's not straight right there, but there we go. You kind of get the point. Yeah. That's not bad. I dig it. Yeah, I dig it. I done dig it. Yeah. All right, we're going with that. Superset5 over there on Twitch, he says, if I didn't have to go into work early tomorrow, I'd be working on the resale right now. Word. Well, there we go. Alrighty then. All right, so let's get this guy glued into place. Yeah, actually, you know what we haven't dug into here since we got back. Bill says, Tim, could you trim the bottom corners to match the angles under it? I wouldn't want to, because the X comes down super close to the corner there. But one thing that we haven't dug into here since we've been back is the resin parts, the resin option parts that I cast. Yeah, and they're sitting over here, kind of begging me for attention. Ugh. And yeah, let's dig into the crate real quick before we venture forward. Woo! Now, if you guys don't remember this, well, I'm fixing to reintroduce you here. Oh yeah, oh yeah. There we go. My plethora of resin option parts. Nothing underneath, just right here. So yeah, here's all the goods from the plates that I cast back last year. And yeah, Tim's treasure box. You damn right. You damn right. Look at all that. Look at all that, all the beauty, right? Oh, I love this shit. I don't know why. Just, it's like these here, like these triangular weird vents, right? These are from like a plant, and I just love them, and I want to use them everywhere because they're just so freaking cool, right? And just, man, there's so many things. And like, this is just a stupid, you know, block detail thing from an old school master grade Zeta Plus, like the 1.0, right? And I just love I love these things, right? I love these things. Here's a piece from Zeta 2.0, right? And you got little things in here from tank models. You got little things in here from other weird models and stuff. I mean, you got things like these, you know, these little diagonal blocks and stuff like that. Man, just sky's the limit up in here. Like, these little things are from like a mini thing that I cast, right? And then what's this? I don't even know what that's from, but it's awesome. It's just like a little vertical vent thing, and it's just, you know, I don't know where it came from, but it's awesome. And then this little block here with the focus, here we go. This little block deal with the little why isn't it focusing? I don't know. The little greebly on that's connected to the end here, and it's got a little diagonal thing. This came from a high grade what is it? One of the seed kits. I forget which one. But just a, you know, I mean, look at all this stuff in here. It's just a ton of stuff, right? So, greebly heaven, if you will. And so I figured what we could do is go digging in the box and see if there's anything in here that kind of catches my eye. But I'm not I'm not really seeing all that much right now. Yeah? I'm thinking that cross plate there probably going to be our best bet. That's what I'm thinking. I feel like my visor is getting in the way here every single time, and it is, yeah. All right, we'll take that off. Jesus, I'm starting to sweat anyway. Let's catch up with the chat, yeah? Let's see. Let's see. GB Earl says, "Whoa, dude, wacky," right? Echo. Hey, Waiko on there. Bill says, "Also haven't touched photo etch parts. Just saying." Yeah. You know what? You're right. Bill is right. I haven't touched the photo etch, and I got more over the break, cause our friend Jun from Simp Pro sent me a bunch of photo etch, and so yeah, I got a bunch more now. I literally am stocked to the gill, like, yeah. So shout out to Jun and Simp Pro for all of these amazing little photo etch parts. I'm in really good shape as far as photo etch goes. So good call there, Bill. But and then I also have the Steel, what is it, Steel Spirit or whatever it's called, these guys. And these are great as well. But man, yeah, just, you know, sky's the limit here. Is that? No, I already took that one out. Oh, it's probably one of these. But yeah, just a ton of different options here that we can kind of choose from. There's one back here. Oh, there's two back there. Wow. Okay. So, yeah. Anywho. So we got choices. That's we got choices. Anywho. Let's see. Yeah, Kenneth says Tim's treasure box, right? Yeah. Andrew says, not buying the resin option parts from USA Gundam Store, Tim? No, I probably will. Because they're great too. They look great too. I can't wait till they come out. George says, damn, that set is hot. It's the box. Gamer Bud says, now that's a box of homemade Greeblies. Damn right. GB Earl over there on Twitch, he says, look, candy, right? Big Goof says, we need to get you into 3D printing. Oh, man. Just another thing that I would waste time on. That I don't have time for, actually. You know? So. VFX10 Viper, Mr. Josh, he's over there on Twitch. He says, it's like a legendary loot box of Greeblies. Yeah, right? Ka-ching! Right? Vincent Lewis says, wow, LOL. Julio says, I printed more of these shapes in like an hour for a project. Shut up. No, you didn't. Let's see. Simple extrudes in Blender. LOL. You probably designed them. You didn't print them. Shut up. You lying. You lying, son. Doesn't matter. You have your way. I have mine. Mine still look better. Julie Stemsky over there on YouTube, Sarge. He says, your parts bin gives me an idea. Maybe as a prize to your Patreon subscribers, you can give away a set of Greeblies, like 2 to 4 of each piece. Ooh, I like where your head's at, Julius. I like where your head's at. That's a pretty good idea. That's a strong idea. I'm going to have to write that down. Shit. Okay, hang on. Put it in notes here in my phone. Because yeah, that's a really good idea. Really good idea. Let's see. No notes. Here we go. New note. Cool. Done. Word. I like that idea. I like that a lot, actually. Um, Now I just need to get resin again because all my resin expired. Because the smooth on stuff only has like a 6-month shelf life, so that's kind of sucky, but it is what it is. So let's see. Mr. Big Goof says yes, and now you have the STL and the option to scale them up and down at will. Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah. Kelvin Branham says armor, planes, small electronics from cell phones, etc. all can be used for casting. Yeah, no, exactly. I got a lot of that stuff. Yeah. Julio says, Jun don't send me shit, lol. He's like, fuck that fat guy. Hey, man. It's all in who you know. You know? It's all in who you know. Let's see. RF Aurora says, been looking at getting an Elgu Saturn, but it never seems to be in stock, so probably gonna settle for the Mars. Yeah, they have the Mars Pro now. So yeah. Gamerbud, so I couldn't find my scribing tape and decided to do it freehand on a plate part I cut out, and it actually turned out really well. Back of hobby knife for the win. There we go, right? Julio says the Mars works well for me. Yeah. And Gamerbud says, and a steady hand. Hey. Bill says, RF Aurora you can buy from resellers at like $700 to $800 on Amazon, or wait for them to make more. I'm waiting on a Saturn myself. There you go. Andrew says, I have the Saturn on my wish list with a notification for it coming back in. Yeah. So, yeah, there we go. So, anyway. Yeah, so, Sarge, I love that idea of giving out sets of Greeblies. Now, if I knew where my Greebly plates were, I'd be even more psyched about it, but I don't actually know where they are. I think they're in a box out in the other room. But anyway, I digress. All right. So I don't really see anything in here right now, unfortunately, that is any better than that cross plate. So we're gonna put this guy away, just down over here, always accessible. Let's see. Julio says you could print greaves real easy. LMAO, resin has a longer shelf life. Yeah. My way's still cheaper. So shut your face. You sound like your mother. As Manny would say. Anywho, let's go with this. Yeah. So, I like this, and I like it up a little closer to that angle break there. And it just moved on me, of course. Oh. Fuck. It's good if you guys could actually see what the hell I was doing, yeah? So... maybe right there. Yeah. I like that. It's right there on that angle break. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay, let's do that. Let's go with that. All right, so what we'll do is we're going to poke this right at the edge of one of these legs of the X, right? And that'll get filled in once this is primed and painted and everything like that. So I'm not really concerned about the the puncture of the knife in this. All right, let's spread this glue out with our little scrap of plastic here. Okay, and then right about there. Cool. All right. There we go. Yeah. Bill says, Julio, my plan is to print a greebly plate and resin cast from that. That way it is legal for GBWC and any other competition. Oh, Bill, I see you. I see what you're doing there. Julio says, I feel like if you design them yourself and print them, you should be able to use them on GBWC shit. If you're just downloading STL and printing that, it should be qualified. Either way, I think you're... Either way, I think you're treading into murky waters, boys. I don't know. Yeah, and Bill kind of agrees with me. He says, yeah, but Bandai disagrees with you, at least until they start selling STL files themselves. Yeah, exactly. Big Goof Ben says, Hollow Threat, how would they know? I mean, they could, if you do post, they could easily go back and look at your shit, you know? But it's a chance that you take. Yeah. I mean, me, play by the rules, don't do it. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna enter GBWC, do it legit, win legit. All said and done. Nobody can take anything away from you at that point. So that's my opinion. That's not gospel. Oddmeister's over there on YouTube. He says, what's up? What's going on, dude? So anyway, so I like the look of this. This, I think, definitely complements what we're doing here, right? And then if we just kind of put the knee armor back on there and look at kind of the whole shebang, it's going to be, this whole bit here is going to be subtle, you know? I think in the grand scheme of things, even though it looks like a lot right now, once everything is primed, painted, all that, I think it's going to be pretty subtle. You know, there's the comparison between the two so far, right? And we're not done yet, but that's just so far. And I think that looks really good. I think that looks really, really good, right? So, there we go. All right. But, moving on. Now, one thing that I do want to do is create some sort of chunky detail that goes in the middle here, right? That gives it, I don't know, just gives it some heft, right? Um, let's see. Kenneth says, which means you can't use those third-party 3D printed parts for entry. Yeah, probably. Vincent Lewis says, I think that if you design it yourself and print, it's no different if you made it from styrene. I mean, opinions vary, right? I would check. I would check with Bandai, honestly. If you're gonna take the chance, check with Bandai, see what they say. Um, yeah. Bill says, Kenneth, officially no 3D printed parts on your model. Julio says it's like those Kodo parts you're using now. You didn't even print them, straight $6. Technically, these were like $2 because I got them from Japan, but what comes in comes out. But technically, these are perfectly legitimate to use. Bandai has stated that option parts are perfectly fine to use. So, shove it up your ass, Julio. Semantics. It's not even how you spell it. Jesus. All right. Yeah. All right. So we've got a 3.2 millimeter strip here. This middle section is 4 millimeters, right? So we're working with a little bit of gap on both sides, right? So I think that'll look really nice if we build up something chunky. Nothing crazy, just something chunky. Maybe stack 2 layers of this, maybe 2 millimeters standing out there, and that'll be kind of good looking. But first, looks like we got to clean out a little super glue squeeze out around these parts here. So we need to take care of that first, yeah? Because that's important. Alright, get this side first, this long side. Make quick work of that. There we go. Beautiful right angle. Perfect. Alright, so now this side looks really good. So I'm pretty sure I cleaned this side before. I think I just forgot to clean that other side. But nice right angles there. And so the inside track here, it needs a little TLC. You always want to clean up the super glue squeeze out when you glue parts like this, right? So if you don't, it kills, absolutely kills the illusion of scale when you've got this glue squeezing out the side, right? So, all right, let's check up here. Trav City, Mr. Travis, he's over there on YouTube. He says, "Yo, what's good? What's going on, Trav?" Andrew, Mr. RF Aurora says, "Not sure how much my 3D printer would be used on Gunpla models aside from making Leo conversion parts. It's mostly going to be used for transformers and other stuff." There you go. Brandon says, "Just use a different email and name when you contact Bandai." I guess. But still, though, it's, it's one of those things where, at least for me, if I want to earn my spot, right? If I want to go to Japan, if I potentially want to win a world title, if I personally don't play by the rules but don't necessarily get caught, I'll still know that I broke the rules. And for me, it'll kind of be like a hollow victory, you know? I don't know. That's just how I am. It really is. That's just how I am. But I mean, to each their own. To each their own, right? Brandon said, or Big Goof Ben says it's a contentious topic, very divisive. Probably best to stay on topic with physical designing and modeling skills. Yeah, no doubt, and that's kind of how I am too, right? Like, I I just go by the rules that they set, you know. And I don't know. I'm old school when it comes to all that. It's just me. It's just me. Julio says option parts from their brand. Hi, Craig. Mr. Collins over there on YouTube. He says, I love 3D printing, but totally avoid it with any competition builds. Just safer whether you agree with the rules or not. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Ben says, but for real, 3D printing is here to stay. Oh, there's no doubt. Julio says you can totally use 3D printed parts in OMC, 15% of the build. Yeah, I mean, but that's OMC. CML, only 30% of your build, though. Let's see. Big Goof Ben says, again, if you surface prep properly, say that 3 times fast, you could do 100% printed and they'd never know. I mean, technically, yeah. Samuel says, maybe I'm thinking 30 for another comp. Bill says, Mr. Ruslan, I like the idea of 3D printing parts, but Bandai has explicitly stated that they are a no-go. Until it changes, I would avoid it. Yeah, me too. Me too. Samuel says, I've used mine for jigs and stuff, but no parts. Yeah. Bill says, Sam, another good use of them within the rules. Yeah, yeah. Julius Dembski, Sarge says, integrity, integrity, integrity. You're damn right. Integrity, integrity, integrity. I mean, that's really what it's all about, in my opinion. And again, that's just my opinion. It's not the rules and it's not gospel. That's just how I feel. I'm not here to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do. I'm just saying what I would do or not do. That's it. That's it. Right? If you choose to subscribe to the, Tim Harkins school of thought, then so be it. If not, I'm cool with that too, man. To each their own. All right. So, back to building. Yeah, back to building. All right. So let's get some measurements here. I know we still have to clean out this bit here, but I wanna get some measurements. So we're looking at about 10 mil from the top of this strip to the break point on the inner piece, right? So 10 millimeters is what we got to, is the room that we got to play with, yeah? So I'm thinking, as I slice into this super glue squeeze out, I'm thinking we go maybe 7 millimeter, maybe 6. I'm thinking 6. Let's go 6. 6 is a good round number. We'll go 6 millimeters long, 2 layers of 1 millimeter. So that gives us 3.2 millimeter strips stacked on top of one another. That'll be 2 millimeter high, right? So I think that'll give us a nice chunky, a nice chunky detail within the confines of this middle recessed area, right? And it's not going to be the entire length, so you're still going to have visibility to the recess, the recessed area. So I think this will look good. All right, now if I can just get this bit of super glue out here. All right, so we're going to pull out the 1.5 millimeter chisel. We're just going to clean up the corners here. And that's one of the great uses of one of these bigger chisels, right? Is to make sure you've got a nice right angle in there. And you can see the ribbon of plastic that came up here, or a ribbon of super glue for that matter, out of this recess here. And that just cleans everything up really super nice. And I'm holding the chisel inverted, right? So if you look at the angle, I'm holding it like this. So this angle part is, come on. So this angled part here is flat against the surface, right? Kind of like this. And I'm just going over the surface very, very lightly. Nothing crazy, right? Nothing crazy. Just literally just cleaning the surface of this area here. And then we'll just come back in here. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay, cool. So, 7 millimeters, that's what we want. Let's get the chopper over here and get Big Boy into business here. All right, so get all the little scraps out of the way. Now, here's the L square. All right, just looking for that. Now, we're gonna dial this into 7 millimeters, which is right about there. So we have our L square basically locked into place by our arm here, our swing arm. Now what we're going to do is we're going to butt this stop block into place, lock that down, and there we have our 7 millimeter length, right? And we'll take our 3.2 millimeter strip here, and we've already squared off this end, and we're going to just chop 2 separate strips here. We're going to get this out of the way. Put that strip over here, and we've got our 2 little 3.2 millimeter bits here that are 7 millimeters long. Now, let's double check, make sure, and yeah, pretty much 7 millimeters on the mark. So that's good, perfect. And again, just like my driving instructor back in the day, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be good enough, right? Just has to be good enough. Excuse me. R4 says Chunky Monkey detail. Word. Yeah. Bill says Chunky Monkey ice cream. Okay, I must be hungry. I mean, I predicted Tim wearing the shirt with the hamburger on it. The Bernie burger. For those of you that didn't notice that is actually an original design by Child of Mecha, the Bernie burger shirt from 0080. So, nothing but hamburger, sir. That one. So that's on the Child of Mecha website. You can get that in the Ace Pilots section. It's a good joke. It's dark, but it's a good joke. Anyway, Superset5 over there on Twitch, he says, I'm off to bed. Good night, everyone. Hey, good night, man. Thank you for watching. All right, so let's stack these two and get this going here, yeah? All right, so pick up one of these guys with the tweezers here. Get our Bob Smith Instacure little drop there, little dab will do ya. And let's get this spread out here with our little scrap piece of plastic here, making sure we don't drop the piece. Hopefully it doesn't go flying. All right, so now we can stack these on top of one another. All right, and I like to kind of squeeze these between the tweezer pincers here, pincers or whatever they are, and just clean off the excess super glue that squeezes out. We're gonna obviously need to file this down and get this cleaned up so we can install it, but it looks to be pretty square on all sides. But let's go ahead and clean up the super glue squeeze out first. Let's take care of that. Yeah. Just scrape that side down. And the other long side here. And the back edge. Let's see. Okay. All right. So that part is kind of first pass clean, and now we're going to file the edges and start to get this thing really honed in, right? So for that, we're just going to use one of our little needle files here. Okay. And we're just going to give this a nice quick file here. So far, so good. We're going to flip this over just to keep it centered and square. Not bad, not bad. A little bit more. Okay, pretty good. Still looks to be a nice right angle there. Let's switch it over to the other side here. Turn it over just to give nice even filing on both sides. And that's looking pretty nice. And then what we'll do the same thing to the edge here. And yeah, that looks pretty good. Now, the other edge, we're going to do a little something different too, because I want one of these edges to have a nice bevel to it, right? And we're going to use, I'm going to go on this one and just start to trim this down just to get this bevel started in this piece, right? So something like that to start with, right? But we're not going to end there, obviously. We're going to continue to work that bevel into this piece and get it nice and even. And that's starting to look really good. All right, so we're done with the file. Let's go ahead, get our 600 grit sanding block here, and then let's start to go to work on this. And this will make probably much quicker work of getting this bevel in place, right? Now, the one thing that you constantly have to do with something like this is always check the pressure, because you can easily round this off if you're not super careful, and that's what I'm unfortunately starting to see. All right, so we're gonna have to go a little bit off on this side, just a bit, because it's leaning toward one side. All right, good. Now back to the center, and there we are. We are looking really nice there, nice and square. All right, so just to get it super smooth, we're going to bring our file back in. There we go. All right, so now to check to see if you have a square bevel, bring your T-square in, if you happen to have one, and check the top edge of it. If the top edge is perpendicular to the piece, then you know that edge is nice and square. Do the same thing to the front. That looks pretty dang good. I'm happy with that. I just need to scrape a little off right there at the bottom. Yeah, that's nice and square now. Okay, very good. All right, so now we have our nice little chunky detail piece, if it would focus. Yeah, just a nice little chunky block here, right? And we're just going to install this like right there, right? And what that'll look like from the profile, and I think that'll look really pretty cool. What I might do is put in a smaller bevel. Maybe flip this over. Maybe put in cut in a smaller bevel on this top angle here. Okay. Clean that up with the file. There we go. All right. So let's take a look and see how that looks. Oh yeah, see, that looks a lot better with that little bevel in there. I like that. Yeah, I think that looks really good. I think that looks really, really good. Sweet. Okay, let's get this glued into place, shall we? First, let's check. Let's get caught up with the chat. Yeah. Let's see. Julius Stemsky Sarge says, "Man, I've been working on a 144 X-Wing fighter. I was putting a wash on it, and it started breaking apart. Seems like the plastic somehow got brittle and cracked. It's no good now. Shit." Sarge, were you using Tamiya panel line wash? Yeah, and Bill says, did you have a clear coat on it? Panel line and washes can often break down the plastic if it hasn't been clear coated. Yeah, especially Star Wars. The Star Wars kits, for some reason, is made from a different plastic, a different like chemical makeup, evidently, from the Gunpla plastic, right? And it seems a lot less resilient to enamels. So, yeah. Julia says, used ammo MiG Starship wash. Okay. I I don't know if that's Peter Fulford says ammo's washes are also enamel based. So there we go. That answers that question. So yeah, that Star Wars plastic, from what I've heard, is very very susceptible to becoming brittle under an enamel wash, which sucks. Hindsight being 2020 now, but yeah. Brandon says, just use your circle template trick with a needle scribe. Mind blown how fast and perfect this circle of styrene is. Good stuff, Brandon. I'm glad you did a good job on that, man. Julius, that's probably it then. No clear coat. Good to know. Yeah, that sucks, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look at it this way. You could get a second one, and that could be like a crashed one. Just throwing ideas out there. I mean, doesn't have to be a total loss. Yeah, Peter Fulford says, to me, as in most other washes or enamels, and enamel thinner makes Bandai's plastic quite brittle. Yeah, I mean, it'll do it to Gunpla plastic, but for some reason, from a lot of the guys that have made the Star Wars kits, I've heard that it is particularly bad for those kits, unfortunately. So, yeah. Peter Fulford says, lost a 30-minute mission kit learning that. Yeah. And, and the other thing is, don't let it pool. That's the big thing, because the enamel thinner in the washes will just start to penetrate, right? If it's not, obviously if it's not clear coated, if it's not, a lacquer based, either clear coat or paint, primer, etc., it'll just start to eat and eat and eat. So, yeah. Trav City Trav says, yeah, I've had oil paint eat through an IBO kit, which felt like softer than usual plastic. Yeah, I mean, if it had any, sort of thinner in it, Trav, then that's a very high probability, unfortunately. So, yeah, I mean, I've actually had it, happen to me before, and it fucking blows, man. And I didn't even think I let it pull up, but it happens. It definitely happens. That stuff will find its way into every single little nook and cranny. So that's why I even prime like the inside of my parts, like all over everything, the whole shebang. It might seem wasteful, but when I look back now and I look at the results, especially with later models, especially like airdrop and stuff like that, it just seems to be a good investment in that little bit more primer to spray on the inside of the parts and all that. Anything that's going to get panel lined, just coat the entire thing in primer, and it seems to do well. So yeah. Kenneth says should start to consider using Mr. Hobby weathering set. Seems it's water based. I don't know. I don't know about that. I do not know. Bill says I may do some experiments with charcoal and or watercolors for washes. I have thought about it several times. Yeah, no, I've done a watercolor wash on I think one of the little bear guys, if I'm not mistaken. Forget which. It works. It's not as vibrant as the enamel stuff. Obviously, it's not nearly as vibrant, but it's not harmful. I got like, what is it? Watercolor concentrate. at one of the craft stores, like Michael's or something like that, and it worked decently well. I can't complain. So, yeah. Peter Fulford says, if I recall correctly, Mr. Hobby is also an enamel. Citadel washes are water-based. Yeah, I think the Mr. Hobby washes are, I think those are enamel-based too. So I have to agree. But still, you just got to be careful, man. You know, if you're gonna do an enamel wash, quickly clean it up. Don't let it pool. And use like lighter fluid to clean it up. That way you're not introducing any more enamel thinner into, you know, the equation. So, yeah. Ben, Mr. Big Goof, he says, Bill, Mr. Ruslan, he says, if you do, use pigment fixer or mix with acrylic medium. Yeah. There we go. Bada boom. All right, let's revisit this, shall we? Okay. Get back to gluing this thing in. What time is it? 11:31. Cool. Still got a half hour to go on the show. All right. Dab of glue. Spread it around. You know the drill. Now, what I might do is I might take a little bit off of here, because cleaning up the squeeze out on this part might be a little difficult, given the location that we're gluing it into, right? All right, so placement of this. Gonna be a bit tricky here. A little off center. Alright, I just cracked the seal on it, so that's good. That, unfortunately, that wasn't going to stick. That was not going to stick at all. No big deal. Sand the bottom of this. Just give that a nice little light sanding there. And then, what I think we'll do to get it spaced horizontally here, we're going to need to introduce some shims into this thing. First, let me clean up this super glue. Okay, that's good there. Give this a little sanding here. Actually, here we go. This little guy works wonders. Made this little sanding kind of apparatus here back in the day, and it just fixes right there into the tweezers, right? And it's just a little T-squared little deal, and this thing is surprisingly really useful. You just go back and forth just like normal sanding, and it really does the trick rather nice. Yeah, so there we go. Easy peasy. All right. Drop that over there. Now, like I said, we're going to introduce in some shims on either side, right? So this is 3.8 millimeters in width. This is 4 millimeters in width. Or 3.2, I'm sorry, 3.2. So we have 0.8 millimeters of space on either side, theoretically. So, what we'll do is introduce some 1/4 millimeter shims on both sides to act as spacers, right? And we're gonna dry fit this first. Actually, let's see see if I have any scrap 0.3 millimeter. That's 1/2 millimeter. Let me see if I have any over here. No, none of that. And let's see if I have any in the scrap box here. Bingo. There we go. That will work. So, alright. We just need some strips off of this. And they, ideally they need to be straight and square and all that, right? So that we can fit these in properly. Yeah? So, what we'll do right there. Alright, so we know this edge, this top edge is square, or at least straight, I should say. And we're just going to cut some strips here. And they just, one edge, just like I said, it doesn't matter if they're square, it doesn't matter if the corners are right angles or anything like that. One side just needs to be straight. That's it. Just to fit down beside, this feature here, right? So we've got our two little strips cut. We've got our piece here. Now we're just dry fitting these, right? I think this is going to be a little bit more cumbersome than I thought. Yeah, what are you going to do? Trials and tribulations of building a Gundam model, right? Alright, so no, that ain't gonna work. Try to use 1/2 millimeter, but that's not gonna work. Alright, so I think if we are able to use these as a spacer, that actually centers it pretty well there. All right. So we'll attempt this. We'll attempt it. Okay. Okay. Idea. Necessity is the mother of invention. Never forget that. Never forget that. Okay, so we're gonna bring in our little pallet, our little scrap piece of plastic, right? And we're going to get our little pin here, okay? Our little mounted pin, and pop a drop of super glue there, okay? And now what we're gonna do is we are going to cut one of these strips in half, okay? Watch this. Just now we have 2 out of 1 strip, right? Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our detail piece here, right? And we are going to get the smallest little dab of super glue that you've ever seen in your life and just kind of drape that along the very top edge of this piece, okay? And then we're going to get this, one of our spacers, and we're going to just tack it ever so carefully in place, right? Now, that's hanging on there by a prayer, basically, right? And then we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Now, we got to be really careful because this spacer will pop off with very, very little pressure. I don't even want that much super glue on there. I just want enough super glue to where this piece will just stay on a little bit, and then when we're done we can just crack it off, right? So we're essentially, what we're doing here is, if you've ever seen welding, essentially we're just kind of tack welding plastic on here. Come on. Ah. Seems like I didn't put enough super glue on that top edge. No matter. No matter. All right, there we go. Now we're in good shape. Squeeze that on there, and there we go. So we basically have a little our little spacers, just, you know, like I said, just tack welded on there, right? Oh, shut up, Zach. Dickhead. Fucker. Anyway. Alright, so we've got our spacers tacked on here, right? So now we can get our super glue, and we need to be careful not to get this on the spacers, right? Because then that'll just give it more adhesion, and we don't want that. We want those to come off real easy, right? We want them to come off real easy. So now we don't have to worry so much about the lateral as we do the vertical. Yeah. Money. Money, money, money in the bank. All right. So let's get a little bit of that Insta set on there. And we're going to let that cook for a second. Let's get caught up with the chat because Zach's being a dick in the chat. All right. Let's see here. Where do we leave off? Andrew, Mr. RF Aurora says, y'all are making me rethink getting the 172 X-Wing from Bandai. No, dude, do it. Just be careful with it. That's all you got to do. Bill says to Andrew, just make sure you do a clear coat before using enamels on it. This includes panel liner and washes. Yeah. Peter Fulford over there on YouTube, he says, also Vallejo's washes are not enamel, so should be safe without a clear coat. There you go. Good to know. Definitely. Julia says, can I use water to wash off the enamel thinner from the pieces? Unfortunately, no, Julius. Water and enamel just will not. Just not going to do it. Bill says, I would still spray a clear coat before using liners or washes. That is safer. If you make a mistake, you can remove it down to the clear coat. Also, no chance of interacting with your paints. Exactly. Bill says, I use lighter fluid on enamels to remove them. Yeah, exactly. Peter Fulford says, unfortunately, the only thing that really washes off enamels is enamel thinner, aka lighter fluid. While it's wet, I find water does remove most of it, but leaves noticeable streaks. Exactly. Andrew says, focus. Ben says, the thinner itself should evaporate away. Yeah. Bill says, if you have it pooled, just use cotton swabs to absorb excess, then come back with a swab dipped in lighter fluid to smear or create a gradient. Yeah. Let's see. Ben, Mr. Big Goof says, love it when Tim gets into the flow of working. Definitely a masterclass in action. Nah, man. Just like I said, necessity is the mother of invention, right? So that's why we did these little spacer deals here. Let's see. Trav says, for real, I says, if when I try to do stuff like that, it takes many tries and usually a lot of swearing. Oh, trust me, been there, done that, dude. Been there, done that. And then Zach, of course. Boring. I want click, 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 pause, click, 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 click. Yeah, right? Jesus, dude. You're killing me, Zach. You're killing me, buddy. Bill says it just takes practice. Trav says, truth. Kenneth.
We have a question.
He says, will Gunpla Talk ever be back? Man, good question. We've all just been so damn busy. And then, of course, me going through my thing last year didn't help. But I think we'll revisit it at some point in the near future. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Robbie Umbar, he's over there on YouTube. What's going on, Robbie? He says, coffee time. He says, just saw your video 2 years ago. Did you lose weight? Yeah, man. Thank you for noticing. Yes, I did. Quite a lot, actually. Probably about a good 25 pounds. Yeah. So, but thank you for noticing. That means a lot. Appreciate it. All right. Let's get back to this thing. It is now 11:49, so we're going to finish up and see if our little Frankenstein monster spacer thingies have worked here, or if it's just a complete foobar. All right, so moment of truth. We're just going to try to break these off here. And that one broke off easily. And that one popped off easy too. And let's see. Let's see if we can pull this little guy out of here, because I think we got a little bit of super glue squeeze out on that bottom part here. So we're gonna use some pliers here just gingerly to try and jimmy this guy out of here. Oh yeah. And look at that. It did get in there and it broke off a little hunk of it in there. All right, not a worry. Not a worry, because the spacers definitely worked. No doubt about that. That spacing between looks really clean. right? Look at it from the... That looks nice. That looks really nice. And then there's that profile. Yeah. See, that looks really good. Really, really good. Okay, so let's see if we can't pry this off of here with the knife. And that looks like it might... Yep, that did the trick. Look at that. Popped right off. Boom. And then just go in here and just try to clean off any little excess here. And then the little bit from the top that we tacked on the spacers with, that will come right off real simple and easy. And then scrape that down smooth with the edge of your blade. Alright, so that's looking good there. Let's take a look at the other side. Not as much super glue squeeze out in the gap. That's good. Clean off the little bit from the top here that we tacked on the spacer with. But man, other than that, I think that experiment went pretty damn well. One thing that I will do is take my 0.3 millimeter chisel here and just kind of go down the side here and just kind of get any little bits that may be in there. But man, that looks pretty good too, actually. I'm quite pleased with that, actually. Do the same thing to this side. And that adhesion on the block is really good. So there's a little bit of super glue that's squeezed out in this gap, a little bit more than I had realized. And it looked like it was just like underneath of everything. It didn't, you know, run up the side of that block piece. So that's a good thing, but also not a great thing because we had to use the chisel down that gap, you know. So let's see here. Let's get the chisel here, and we're just basically cleaning out the glue squeeze out on the front edge. Okay. And let's see. Make sure everything's nice and squared up. Nice and flat and even. That's looking pretty good. And now the back edge here. Okay. That pops right off. Yeah. Yeah. And there we are. Pretty good. You know, one other thing that we haven't broken out since we've been back? Super zoom. Yeah. We haven't broken out the super zoom. I can't believe it. Jeez. Let's see here. Excuse me. Bill said, fuck you, Bill. Bill says it was all hair, though. Thanks. Appreciate it. Dick. Let's see. Manny says, lost a whole person. Wow. Yeah. Zach says, Josh and I will be live in a little over an hour for Plamo No Trend. There you go. Chris Pab says, Tim doesn't know it yet, but he'll be on Critical Builds. Same with Zach. Hey. Okay. I'm game. I'm game. Oh, man. Yeah, okay, so, let's see. Peter Fulford, me, Should I let them know that Pledge Floor Care Holloway Floor Polish works as a cheap clear coat? And yeah, and some people are saying it's not great. I don't necessarily recommend it. Yeah, like Bill says. And like Bill says, some people swear by it. I'm not a huge fan of it because it has yellowed over time. I used to use it religiously back in the day. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it anymore, and I personally wouldn't recommend it. But again, to each their own. I'm not going to tell you what to do and what not to do. I'm just going to tell you what I do, and if you like that, then so be it, right? So, anywho, let's go and get some super zoom action. Yeah, because I like to get in on the super zoom. Yeah. Boop, and then boop. Hey, look at that super zoom. Holy shit. Wow. Looky there. Yeah. And then we'll turn this over. Look at that. That nice big profile there. A little schmutz hanging on there. Little bits of plastic there. There we go. No, they're still on there. They're just on that top bevel here. I just need to clean those off. They'll get off there. Get off there. Anyway, just trying to be perfectionist. But yeah, man, look at that. That looks really cool, right? I like that. I like the look of it. I dig it. I dig it. Yeah. Look at that. And the spacing on either side looks really good, right? And I know it's out of focus, but we'll get you in focus here in a second. Nope, wrong way. There we go. That spacing looks pretty good. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. As an experiment, the shim spacers seem to work pretty good, I think. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. So, there you go. Anywho, there. Let's see. Kenneth says, Tim, we need a pop-up sign for Super Zoom. Dude, if I could coordinate that between the different programs and everything, I totally would. But for Super Zoom, I actually have to go out of OBS and into the Canon software and digitally zoom in. So the two don't communicate. If there was a way to coordinate the two, I would totally, yeah, it'd be like Wayne's World, super zoom type of thing, right? I think it would be funny, but that's just me. But the softwares don't talk to one another. Shitty, but whatever. Anyway, but yeah, I think it looks really good. I'm really happy with that. For the 4A first time out of the gate again. I'm fairly happy with that. So, not bad. Not too bad. So, and then let's get it mocked up on the knee here, or on the leg itself, right? And then you can kind of get a better, fuller picture of what this dude will look like here, yeah? Oh, yeah. And then... Hold up. Get on there. You son of a bitch. Come on. Ugh. Hate ball joints now. I used to love ball joint hips back in the day, but I hate them now. Alright. So. Yeah. A little bit more zoomed out, yeah? There we go. So, Yeah. I think that looks really quite nice. I feel it helps balance out the leg too, you know? I don't know how it's going to look when it's painted, but for now, I think it does help balance everything out, because if you look at this one comparatively, right? I don't know, just for some strange reason, the foot being so big on the GM Quel, and on the Hazel kit, obviously, for that matter, I don't know. It just seems the weight of it just seems, you know, much lower. But this, with these details up here, it seems to even it out aesthetically, you know. So yeah, I'm actually really quite happy with that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. So, hey, Poochie's over there on YouTube. They say, "Hi, y'all. Wow, that looks good." Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Let's see. R4 says, "Looking good. They really need to do a reissue of that kit." Kenneth says, "It does look close to the AOZ Hazel." Well, actually, that's because this is the AOZ kit. This is the early Hazel kit. But it came with the parts to make the Quel. So that's what I did, because nobody's been making that. Everybody wants to build a Hazel. I don't want to be like everybody else. I want to do my own thing. I want to drive in my own lane. So I made the Quel instead of the Hazel. So yeah, that's what I did. I like it. I just like to do things differently. Yeah. Let's see. Julius, Sarge, he's got a question.
We have a question.
Hey. He says, is the GM Quel just a Gundam kit with a GM head? No, shit. Look, I already packed the box away, but no, this is actually a P Bandai. Early Hazel, I think the kit was called, something like that. And you could make the like the early Hazel. You can make like a secondary, like the first Hazel, and then you can make the GM Quel. So yeah. Nope, that's the only one. Okay. Bill says Hazel was just a Quel with a Gundam head. Technically, yeah. Peter Fulford says, is it just me, or does the extra bulk on the knees make the thighs look much thinner? He says, nice work regardless. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I think the thighs, the upper legs were a little thinner to begin with anyways. But, I mean, you could be onto something there. I don't know. I just think it balances everything out height-wise. You know? So... Pab says, why you gotta trigger me with the lane BS, Timothy? Hey man, stay in your own lane. Hey Pabs, go bother a reposter. Sorry, man. That fucking guy. So if you're not familiar, there's an account on Instagram called Gundam Mecha. All one word. Some Russian dickhead. Fucking reposter. And he's reposted like everybody's stuff. He reposted mine. He reposted Pab's here just recently. Didn't even mention Pab's or anything like that. Cropped his watermarks out and all that stuff. And then Pab took him to task on his Instagram stories, and evidently this dumbass just replied back with a smiley face and a thumbs up like, you idiot. Anyway, I feel for you, Pabs. I really do. Anyway. Kenneth says, wait, what? Tim buying a P Bandai? No, actually, I got this one sent to me by Bandai. This was supposed to be for Bandai Hobby Open last year, but I didn't get it done in the 10-day time frame that they gave us. So, what are you gonna do? Let's see. Toshi, they're over there on YouTube. Hazel are actually GMs with Gundam heads. Yeah. RF Aurora says it makes the early type, the one with the tri booster and the Quel. Yeah. That weird backpack thing. Yeah. Excuse me. Bill says Quel, not GM. Titans replace the GM with better Quel. Okay. Robbie Von Brauer says, bless you. Thank you, Robbie. Appreciate you, buddy. Ultraman Dyna, Mr. Luis, he's got a question for us.
We have a question.
He says, are you going to pick back up where you left off with the GM Spartan? Someday. Not anytime soon. I think as soon as we finish this, we're going to jump back on to the Jesta RX-78. This guy right here. Right? You remember him, right? Right, kids? With the funky, awesome-looking bazooka, right? That we worked on. And then the even better beam rifle that we made back in the day, right? And then we're even using the GM Sniper shield as the Gundam's shield and everything. You guys remember that, right? Many, many moons ago since we've worked on that. So we're going to jump back onto that as soon as we're done with the GM Quel. Yeah. So Pab says, you POS with the happy smiley face. I try, Pabs. I try, right? It was a shit. That dude is a shit move. He's a shit bag. Sorry. I so dislike reposters. And I'm gonna do a Mecha Studio podcast, just a supplemental one, just me talking about reposters, because I have so much to say about these assholes. There's some good ones, don't get me wrong, but there's so many bad ones that it just brings down their reputation, unfortunately. So, nah, it is what it is. What are you gonna do? Bill says, yeah, I loved the smiley face thumbs up reply, right? Let's see. Ben says, I'm out, Tim. Great stream as always. Love following the builds again. Good night, everyone. Ben, good night, buddy. Thank you for watching. Andrew says, speaking of the beam rifle, when is that going to get a resin version to buy? Never. Never, ever, ever. But that doesn't mean that I won't make my own special weapons for folks to buy. What? You guys didn't hear that. Trav City, Mr. Trav says, I saw a post about Instagram copywriting. You fill out a form stating the content is original and created by you, and then it can take action against the reposting account. I don't know if it's legit, though. It absolutely 100% is legit, because I've done that many times in the past. It's a pain in the ass, though. So that's the thing. It's a super big pain in the ass. But it actually is 100% legit, because I have done it before, and these fuckers have gotten their posts just taken down. Yeah. Julius says, Pabs, did that guy try to pass your kit / build as his own? No, he was just just being a dipshit reposter, man. That's all. That's literally it. Yeah. Let's see. Bill says, Trav City, that is problematic, as it might belong to Bandai since it's their IP. Technically, IPs are funny, but no, it's your content, right? Bandai doesn't have any claim on it. They have claim on the IP of the model, but if you build the model and, take creative pictures of the model, that is then your content, your copyright, at that point, right? You're not necessarily infringing on Bandai's copyright. You are creating your own work. So that is then free and clear your own. Let's see. Hooler says, I've been lurking hard. You're going to go blind by doing that, kid. Robbie Mbarra says, have you used God Hand sponge sanding paper? I have not, Robbie. I'm sorry, man. Trav City says, gotcha. Bill says, well, there you go. Julio says, working on them clean boys. Yes! Team clean. Zach, if you're still watching. Team clean. Toshi says, if you're going to repost anything / anyone's content, you better be linking. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Can't stand seeing people not credited. I agree. Bullshit. Pab says to Julius, I don't think so. Guy does the bare minimum to give credit to the actual owner. No name, no nothing. Yeah, exactly. Kelvin Branham says, love our family builds. Good night, all. Kelvin, thank you for watching, buddy. Appreciate it. Zach's over there. He says, here I am. Hey. Team clean. Bill says, Rob, Julio is in love with the God Hands sanding sponges, right? And then Pab says, hashtag team clean. Julio says, yeah, I use the MadWorks ones too. There we go. Booyah. Cool. All right, 12-12. Andrew says, don't know if I'll enter Zach's contest. Need to figure out the painting situation. Hurry up. You got till May 1. And if any of you are thinking about entering the weathered side of things, then you're fucking dead to me. Have fun. I kid. But no, seriously, you're all fucking dead to me if you enter the weathered side of things. Team clean. Anyway. All right, you guys, let's wrap this up here. Pab says, we're going to be judging so hard, right? Wilson's over there, Wilson Alinea on YouTube. He says, automatic, will enter on the weathering category. Haha. Wilson, you're killing me. But honestly, I think you're one of the only few that get a pass. All right? Anyway. So, with that being said, if you're interested in the tools and materials that we worked with here tonight, there is an Amazon link below in the description. Now, in this particular stream, in this post here, it doesn't work because the links are jacked. All the links are jacked down below and on everywhere. But go hit one of the other streams or go to childofmecha.com, hit the banner up at the top, and you'll be whisked away to the Child of Mecha Amazon page where you'll find everything basically that we work with here, along with other stuff, streaming equipment, books for inspiration, all that fun stuff. So go load up. I do get a bit of a commission based off the stuff that you buy, but it does not increase the cost for you. If you are interested in supporting Child of Mecha and the endeavors that we are jumping in on, man, hit up Patreon. Child of Mecha Patreon. Yeah, there's a lot of good perks. Like you saw last stream, we do a monthly sticker pack giveaway for 4 people, 4 patrons. We did a giveaway for reaching 25. Every 25 patrons, we're going to do a big giveaway. A t-shirt or a big 24x36 poster, your choice. And because Julius had some great ideas, we might do some other ones for patrons. Yeah, maybe some of them resin greeblies and stuff like that. You never know. But go join the Child of Mecha Patreon. It's good stuff, good times. There's exclusive picks and stuff like that. All that good stuff over there. Aside from that, if you want to pick up one of these airdrop shirts, you can do that by hitting the Child of Mecha store. Hit up www.childofmecha.com. The store button's right up at the top. You'll be whisked away to that one, where you can find this shirt, many more, including the new Ace Pilot series, which a lot of people have dipped their foot into. I know our boy Steven, Mr. Shar's Apprentice, bought a ton of them. I posted that on my story today. He was very happy to get those. So yeah, go check those out. And then as always, if you are interested in kits, tools, paints, etc., whatever, Mecha Decals, sheets 1, 2, and 3, you can get them right down here at our good friends USA Gundam Store. Adam and the fine folks down there will definitely have what you need. So this week is a non-mechanism week, since we got shitty last week. So we're going to be back here on Friday. We're going to continue to build. So come on back for that. And just have a wonderful Thursday. The end of your week is there. It's there. We have the light at the end of the tunnel, you guys. So have a... Oh, wait. On the subject of Ace Pilot merch, White Wolf when? It's already there. Shin Matsunaga. Toshi, it's there. Go look. Yes, the White Wolf is there. You've got it. Right there. Just grab it. So yes. Shin Matsunaga. We do have the White Wolf on there. And what's really cool about the Ace Pilot series, before we go, they all have their the mobile suit that they're most known for, right? So obviously this is not an Ace Pilot shirt, but you've seen the other Ace Pilot shirts that I've worn earlier in the week and a bit last week. So yeah, they're all there. They're all there. Ramba Rao, Char, Shin Matsunaga, Robert Gilliam, all of them. Uma Lightning, Gabby Hazard. I'll run down the list. There's 22 Ace Pilots. 22, count them. 22. Well, except for Bernie. He wasn't really an Ace Pilot, but the Burger Bernie shirt is still fucking funny. I don't care what anybody says. It's still fucking funny. Anyway. All right, you guys. I'm going to call it a night. Probably going to go hit the gym and have some fun there. But anyway, come on back to watch us on Friday. And, yeah. We're going to have fun. So, I will see you then. All right. Be safe out there, guys. Take care. And build something cool. And I'll see you on Friday. Bye, guys.